This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or iglesianicristo.
You're listening to INCRadio.
Broadcasting live from Chicago, Illinois. DZEM 954 AM station. Here to bring you great conversations about faith, people, places, culture, and recent events all around the district. Join us on YouTube at INCRadio.org. Hello, Northern Midwest and the rest of the world. It's time to get this show started.
Hey, everyone. Tony Rose Valenzuela here, broadcasting from Sterling Heights, Michigan. And today we are here to talk about your unlikely likes, which is basically, it just means we're talking about things that you didn't think that you were going to like. You tried it and then you actually liked it. And why that's important, why it's important for us to be able to try new things. I'm going to be sharing, some of my unlikely likes. We hope that you can share it there also in the live chat and comment. Let us know things that you didn't expect to like that you did. And not only will it be me answering these questions, we'll also have my good friends Abe and EJ here with us today to talk about their unlikely likes. So let's get down to it, guys. What are things that you have tried that you didn't expect to like, but you ended up liking? And you can also mention possibly things that you didn't end up liking as well. But it's the unlikely likes today. I feel like the first things that we would probably mention might be food, if ever.
Yeah. For me, it's cheese. Like I remember when I was a kid, I tried cheese once. And I didn't like. I guess I was just surprised at like the taste of like cheese. The saltiness of cheese. And I remember it was that one experience because of that one experience that I avoided cheese for the longest time. Like I don't think I tried cheese until I was like high school age. Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. Was it okay? Can we backtrack? Like, why
Yeah.
did you think you wouldn't like it? Was it
I
the
tried it
smell?
on like I tried putting cheese like on pandesal, and when I tried, it was like I don't like how this tastes. I was
Can
like, I don't like how this tastes.
Oh,
can I ask what type of cheese, if you remember?
I don't know, and not sponsored, but I just remember it's like Eden cheese.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Like
No
if you guys
worries.
know that that bread cheese, yeah, it's like kind of like the common one, like back in the Philippines
Yes.
that I've like usually that's what we bought, and yeah, that was what I tried, and I was like, I don't like how salty cheese tastes like, so I didn't have cheese for like the longest time. And I
Over
think
10
yeah,
years,
actually,
probably.
yeah, like
Over 10 years.
yeah, over 10 years. Where the next time I tried, I was like, why didn't I like this? It wasn't. It didn't instantly become my favorite, but
Hmm.
I was like, this actually tastes good in like some foods. I mean, even now, I don't think I can eat cheese by itself, but with other foods, combined with other foods, especially like sweet, sweet foods, I like it. Like cheese.
What's the cheese that changed it for you?
Pardon me, I don't know my cheeses, but I forgot what the brand is or what it's called, but it's one of those like block of cheeses you can find in the.
Like a cheddar? Was it like a cheddar
It's
yellowish?
light. It's like a light color, like a
Swiss maybe?
lightish color.
Swiss?
Yeah,
Oh no, mozzarella doesn't really come in
Swiss or
blocks.
Gouda? Maybe it was
maybe
maybe not it.
it's
Maybe
because
not
what I
it.
did was like I grated it like over some toast, and I added kind
Grated.
of like a bit of like I sprinkled some sugar on top of it, and then like just melt the cheese on that toast. It
Ma-
was so good. Like that kind of like the saltiness and the sweetness. Like it was better. It was nice. It was like, cheese isn't so bad. Actually.
As a cheese lover, like since forever, my heart is so sad for you that you spent so long without cheese. Cheese.
And I mean, it did help that I was lactose. That no, not
Oh yeah.
I still am lactose intolerant. I'm still lactose intolerant, but now I eat cheese and just endure the consequences later. Being
Got it. Okay. I want to read one comment real quickly before I go to you, Abe.
Mhm.
Gilbert E said he surprisingly likes board games now.
lactose.
So, like, what
Uh,
made you not get into it before, Gilbert? What was the thing that got you to try it? While we wait for his reply, Abe, any stuff comes to mind for you?
okay. In a similar vein where like EJ where his was about food, mine is too. But it's not cheese. I love cheese ever since I was little too, Tony. So we're on the same page there. But for me, it's actually specifically like clams, mussels, oysters, that group of shellfish.
Mm,
And
interesting.
I don't
Okay.
know, I can't recall why I didn't like it, but maybe it's just because of like how it looked, or
I
maybe just
get you. I get you.
or like the texture, maybe if that's what it was, or just like the work of like having to steam it and then open up the shell, all that stuff. Like I do like fish, don't get me wrong, but like other types of like shellfish, like I'll eat lobster, I'll eat crab, but I don't know. There's just something I guess about like the work of like breaking open the shell and all that I just didn't like. But
Yeah.
I remember specifically like clams, oysters, mussels that I like kind of stayed away from for a while. I don't know. I was maybe it's just the mentality of like, oh, there's other seafood. I'll just eat that instead. So
Rachel Lynn Weiser is asking if it was a texture thing. I know that's a big thing with people.
that might have been it. But like the thing is, I like mushrooms. That's what I'll compare like the
Mm.
texture to it now. Kind of like a mushroom.
Mm.
Like I don't know if you get like that chewiness. Is that what
Yeah,
it's called?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But I like mushrooms, so I don't know. Maybe that's what eventually got me to try. I'm not sure, but before, yeah, I just didn't like clams and
Hmm.
shellfish like that.
Your
Okay.
dad actually said liver spread, which and like
I'm fine with liver spread. It's my sister who doesn't really like liver spread.
I,
I'm
Yeah,
fine with it. Yeah.
not a fan.
I
With it.
like for me it was the texture and the smell. Like it has a strong
Mm.
smell. Like when you bite into it, especially in adobo, when you bite into it, the smell of the liver. Like sometimes I still like, okay, that's a pretty strong smell, but
Yeah,
I can eat it. But what
I
I'll
get it.
do is I'll mix it with like another piece of like meat, so it's not just I'm not just tasting the liver, but I can eat it. But another one that I thought of is tea. That's another thing I didn't like.
I remember having conversations with you
Mm,
about this one.
really? Like
It's just leaf juice.
leaf,
Leaf juice. Ugh.
leaf
No,
like,
because okay,
why?
I never told you guys the story of why I didn't like tea. So when I was a kid, I saw like like an orange. It said an orange tea, like an orange tea, and I was expecting it to taste like orange
Orange
juice.
juice?
Yeah, I was expecting it to taste like
Oh
orange juice. It
no.
did not. It was bitter. It tasted bitter. It tasted nothing like orange juice. It tasted like leaf juice. So I was like, like do all teas taste like this? So for the longest time, I didn't drink tea. I mean, I drink tea now, but I don't know if you don't count it because I add milk and sugar. But like I at least can drink tea now.
Hmm. I see from the live chat, Alberto Jr. said "Hello, hello." So that was an unlikely like. You didn't expect to like it, and then you liked it. That's interesting. Well, I can kind of see that because "Hello, hello" can be intimidating if that's your first time
Mhm.
seeing something. There's just a lot going on.
It's a lot of flavors, a lot of textures.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Exactly. There's a whole combination of things. I feel like my food one, it's a recent one actually, because I've been trying to just try different things lately. And one of the things that I discovered that I didn't think I would like, just a background story, I've always gotten like heat in a gentle but also like scolding kind of way from friends and family about me eating my vegetables. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm terrible. I mean, I was terrible. I'm better now. And I hope everyone knows that I'm better now because I feel like some people don't know that I'm better now. I am better at eating my vegetables now. And one of the things that I didn't expect to like, because before, the first time that I saw it, I was like, I don't think I could eat that, is bibimbap. I had that recently and I was like, why haven't I been eating this forever? Like, this is really good.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, cuz again, with my history of vegetables, we just didn't get along that well. So,
Um,
I really love, like, I love it. I could eat it every day. It's one of my I would say it's one of my go-to meals now that I could eat. Yeah.
I'm so happy. I don't know if it's just because, for those who don't know, I was gone last week. I miss you guys, but yeah, part of that trip was going to Korea. So I guess maybe that like touched something like a chord within my heart that you didn't like bibimbap before. So,
Sorry.
but it's so good. Like there's
Yeah.
so many like vegetables you can add to. I don't know if that's why, because there's like so many vegetables.
Yeah, I think that was why. Because I remember going out with a bunch of friends and my kuya, or my older friend, he
Mhm.
got the bibimbap, and it was like in this stone kind of bowl, and it
Oh
was
yeah.
still hot, and I was like, what is that? He was like, bibimbap. But I don't eat it with the sauce though. I just eat it
Okay.
plain as is. And I'm like, this is really good. But again, I didn't expect to like it because me and vegetables have not had a good relationship.
Spice is
So
healthy.
I
yeah.
mean, I know I sympathize with you because I'm the same with broccolis. Like for the
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
broccolis have been my mortal enemy. There's some like vegetable.
Trees. They're like trees to you.
With broccoli, it's no matter how much you cook it, it still tastes raw.
Oh, I was gonna say then you don't like broccoli cheddar soup then.
I
'Cause
was gonna
broccoli-
say, have you had it
It's
in
no
soup?
broccoli cheddar soup is actually nice. Like
what?
I
Okay.
realize I like it. I like it with like thicker soups.
Okay.
You know, like thicker soups or sauces. Like I like broccoli, but just by itself, like steamed broccoli, I don't know how people can eat steamed broccoli still.
You haven't had it at a restaurant, like because at restaurants I feel like they make it a certain way with the seasoning and like
Mhm.
butter, like
But
they
like
blanch
chicken,
it and then
is
they
it
have
chicken
that.
Yeah.
broccoli?
Yeah.
Like is that what it's called? Like chicken broccoli? Like the thing that I actually like broccoli in that one with that kind of like
Chicken
sauce.
broccoli.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of know what you mean. Yeah.
Like it's
Vegetables always get a.
not chicken and broccoli, beef and broccoli.
Oh,
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I confuse my no, I confuse my meats. But yeah, it's beef and broccoli. Like that's one way I'll actually eat the broccoli because with that sauce it's actually nice. But you brought up earlier things that we thought we would like that we didn't like, and I don't know how many people are gonna get mad at me for this. Like so before I tasted it, I like the smell of it. Okay, I like the smell of it. I liked how it looked like, but when I tasted it, I was like, this is like it has an aftertaste that I don't like. I still don't like, which is
Oh no.
it's honey.
Honey.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It tastes like a very strong sugar with
It
like an
kind of is.
aftertaste that I didn't like.
Well, how are you consuming it though? That's my question.
I've tried putting it like on my tea because like that's
Oh,
Yeah.
healthy. Like I was putting it on my tea. On tea, it's actually pretty manageable. But putting it like I tried putting it on like pancakes. It did not like
Mm.
it. No, I get
yeah,
on pancakes.
actually, no. You did bring up a memory, yeah. Like one of the medicines I tried like when I was younger was like a honey one, and I didn't like it. So I kind of get what you mean. There's a different
Put it on
sweetness with
cheese, by the
honey.
way. I tried putting it on like a cheese, toast cheese, and then honey instead of sugar. I did not like it.
Oh,
I
Maybe
guess.
it's the wrong combo
Yeah.
of cheese.
wrong combo.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay. I'm not a super fan of honey, but it is nice in some things. I can't think off the top of my head, but an alternative to the honey in your tea, possibly cream. I know people do like cream, like flavored creams,
Mhm.
in their tea, like a vanilla cream or.
I never noticed a difference in the taste with like creams like that. It's just the scent. Like I noticed the difference in
Mm.
the scent. Like there's a difference in the scent, but the taste I never noticed it.
Some are a bit sweeter. Some are a
Mm.
bit sweeter. Do you have anything like that, Abe, where like you expected to like it, but then you didn't?
Hmm.
Sticky.
Like, you should probably give me a moment, cause.
Okay, no worries. I don't think there was any. I don't think I saw any other ones in live chat. But thank you to all the different local congregations that are tuning in with us. I just want to give some of them a shout out to. I see Rockford, Bloomingdale, as well as Chesterton. I saw some other ones. I thought I saw Chicago earlier. Brother Fred was mentioning something. He was saying he has no. What did he say? He said something like he has no foods that he doesn't like. I think that's what he said. So yeah, I can.
Oh, I just remember this. It's not food, but
Mhm.
it's a subject in school that growing up I didn't
Oh.
like. Yeah, I didn't like history growing up.
Uh,
When I was a kid. I didn't like studying history. I was like, why do I need to remember all these dates, all
I
these
kind of get what you
yeah,
mean.
but like what happened was I was playing this video game. It's like sort of like the setting of the game is like historical fiction, but what they did is they included kind of like they have a sort of like encyclopedia like as part of the game where it shows you the actual history of like what happened, and I got into reading that, and that sort of like kind of like opened the door for me to now I'm doing like my independent independent investigation of like history in general. It's weird because in like when I was going in school I did not like studying history, but now
Mm, it hits different when it's kind of correlated to something that you like, possibly. Yeah.
I don't know how many documentaries, historical documentaries I've watched. I like I do my research like it's my career, like it's my job to study history, which is like the past me would have probably found it weird that I find history interesting now. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't expect that one because I do remember you saying before that you like history, but I didn't know that you did it growing up. That's interesting, EJ.
I would say it's like more like up until like let's say kind of like second year of high school.
Mm.
Because that's when I discovered that game that kind of opened that up for me.
Is there stuff that you guys can think of that like maybe a friend or someone was encouraging you to try and they're like, okay, we'll see. Like it could still be food or even just activities that you didn't expect. Like I don't know if there's any sports that you guys didn't think that you would enjoy.
Sports, but dogs. I was afraid of dogs for a long time.
Mm.
I don't think you know that. You guys know that. No, I was afraid of dogs for a long time, but yeah, like and it wasn't one friend. It was like a group of friends who, like they were, like they helped me because they were with me, and they were like, okay,
Mm.
let's just try interacting with a dog. We're here. If anything happens, we'll block the dog so it doesn't get to
Mm.
you.
Okay.
So they were like really nice, and they were like really nice about it. So like, and I don't hate dogs, by the way. Like even though I'm scared of dogs, I didn't hate dogs. I found them cute, just not when they're in the room with me because I was freaking out. But now I still get nervous, but like I can actually be in a room with a dog without freaking out like I was before.
I know A was ready to like defend dogs right away. Like, you're
Yeah.
talking about my.
No, I mean, like, even my mom was like a similar way too. Like at first when she was younger, like she didn't like dogs per se, but like
Mm.
now that my sister and my brother-in-law have a dog, she like plays with it all the time now. So I get what you mean. But I do want to add, there was something I remember now that wasn't food that I didn't really like, but now I'm like more eager to try more often. Was fast roller coasters, like the ones that are known
Mm.
for like the speed per se. Like
Okay.
there's ones in like our local like amusement park that are like known for being fast, and I guess another aspect to that, I don't like riding in the front of the roller coasters
Got it.
either. But for the reason why I went on said roller coaster eventually was because I had relatives that came in from out of town and they wanted to go on the roller coaster, and so I was like, fine. And they ended up sitting in front, so I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So I didn't really have a choice. So I ended up being in the front of this roller coaster that would have been the first time that I went on it, and it's one of the ones that don't have the harness like over the shoulder
Oh,
either. It's the ones that are just like at your waist.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was like, am I gonna fall off of
yeah,
it?
that's the ones that make you feel like you're floating, right?
Yeah,
Like, where you kind of like lift out of the seat.
right. So like when we're like at the top of the hill and then you're just, like looking down all around and you're like, I'm gonna probably fall off of it. But no, it was a really fun ride at the end of it. So I mean like the ride only lasts what, like a couple of minutes anyway. So
Hmm.
it's not too bad. So I did enjoy it, and maybe if there's like a similar roller coaster in the future, I'll look forward to riding that. So yeah, that's my story. Roller coasters, fast, no, yeah, fast roller coasters are ones I like more now.
As far as activities, the one again, this is a more recent one, like within the last year, is puzzles. When I was on
Ah,
social media for a bit, I was posting that like a daily kind of thing. I didn't expect to like it just because I was like, "Oh, that looks boring." Like honestly, when I first like just growing up, I would see that, I'm like, I don't know if I could sit and do that all day. Excuse me. And then I was just put in a situation where that was like something that I could do to pass the time. And then once I was actually doing it, I was like, oh, this is actually fun. And I kind of got addicted to it. Like I would always look forward to coming back, like not like, well within reason. It was at like this place where we were at a clinic and they just had a thing where you would do it. And I would look forward to doing it
nice.
every day. I bought puzzles for myself and I haven't gotten I haven't gotten to do it just because of time.
Yeah.
But it is something that I didn't expect to like, that I ended up liking this year. And with that, I want to ask you both, why do you think it's important to give second chances to trying different things? Like in EJ's case, like giving a second chance to cheese, or giving a second chance to,
Like
different things.
never, like for me, if I never tried, like I guess the cheese is an example. It's a good example, but like for me, like if I didn't try to get over like my fear of dogs, like in giving that a shot again, like I don't think I would be as confident as I am now. Because
Mm.
back then, like when I was still very afraid of dogs, like my self confidence was like a little low because I was like, I feel like I was weird because I was afraid of something that everyone liked, So if I didn't give that a second chance, I don't think I would have been confident. And like it's one thing that you're another thing is that you'd never know how much enjoyment you can find in something if you never give it another try, right? Just because of one bad experience that you
Yeah, I wanted to add like a lot of, at least the things that I was hesitant to try at first was because it was just all mental or like based off of assumptions that I had made. And so like once I was able to try said thing and you finally, like have the experience of trying it, then it really does, I think, open more opportunity for you to try something else new. And kind of like what EJ said, you do have those chances to open yourself up and maybe try something else again, like cheese what else said. um but yeah, like a lot of it, at least to me, was just mental, and you're willing to try more things, and you become more confident in willing to venture out and do those new experiences or try those new things. So yeah, just go ahead and don't be afraid. If you want to really try something, go for it. You're not going to know until you actually try. So
Yeah, I feel that I hate to go back to food, but that's something that's made me a little braver. Is whenever I go to different places now, I try not to get my usual. I do try to get like a
mm,
new bubble tea or a new
yeah,
coffee drink just to try it. And then if I don't like it, then I just deal with the disappointment. Like, I didn't really care for this, but at least now I know. These
Mm.
are I know, and I can move on. So with that, just before, of course, we as closing out just this discussion with trying different things and figuring out what we like, what we don't like, we do want to have a moment to teach everyone our sign of the week. For this is your
Yes.
sign with the
Yes.
Christian Society for the Deaf. So let's see.
This is your song.
Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Sister Sophia, and I am the secretary for the Christian Society for the Deaf in the District of Great Lakes. And for today's sign of the week, I'm going to teach you how to sign the phrases, what do you like and what don't you like. First, we're going to start off with what do you like. Now, in order to sign this phrase, we'll have to switch the words up a little in order to match the correct grammar when it comes to sign language. So that's going to be you like what. So to start off, to sign the word you, all you have to do is point at the person you're talking to. That's you. To sign the word like, all you have to do is with your middle finger and with your thumb, you're going to point it at your chest, and you're going to move your hand away and pinch at the same time. And that's how you sign like. Now, to sign the word what, all you have to do, put your hands out just like this and have them do a little bounce. Now we're going to put all of those together. That's going to be you like what. That's how you sign what do you like. To sign what don't you like, it is very similar with what do you like. There's just one difference when it comes to signing like. Instead of saying do like, we're going to do don't like. All you have to do for this one, you're going to do the same motion again. So middle finger and thumb, you're going to pinch and move away. And at the end, you're going to flick it. One more time. And that's how you sign don't like. So we're going to put all of that together. That's going to be you don't like what. And that's how you sign what don't you like. Thank you for watching today's Sign of the Week, and we hope to see you in more future activities.
This is your song.
Yay! Thanks to our Christian Society for the Deaf brethren who always teach us our sign of the week. And of course, we don't want to close out the show without announcing our hashtag challenge winners from last week. We have EJ helping us out. Who do we got as our winners?
Yes, yes. For our honorable mentions first, we want to greet or we want to say thank you to these people for tuning in: Kamarioka, Junlin Sarueda, Nathaniel Russell, Jordan Agustin, Flo Guillermo, and Maria. Thank you for tuning in with us last week. And then fourth place is the local congregation of Louisville with Dags winning the individual fourth place. And in third place is the local congregation of Rockford. It's the third place, also Will Cruz. In second place is the local congregation of Chicago with Sister Rachel Lynn Weiser.
All right.
Place. And in first place is, of course, our Western prize, the local congregation of Blooming
I like the music.
C. Romero getting the individual first place. Thank you, Tony, for that, for the sound effects or the BGM in the background. But congratulations to everyone who not only who won, but also to everyone who participates. Because it was, I would say this as the one who counted the comments. It was a pretty close. It was a pretty close, pretty close. What do you call that?
Match?
Numbers.
Numbers. Okay.
Tie.
Almost.
Die. Yeah, almost. It was almost dying.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice. Congratulations. Nice.
Yes. So we have to close out the
Yes. Before we close up our show, we do want to say happy anniversary to the local congregations of Ashtabula, Ohio, GWS. They're in Ohio. Yes, they will celebrate, or they celebrated their 2 years anniversary last January. And they're in Northern Place. Oskaloosa is celebrating their 17th year anniversary on the 21st of this month. And we do also want to say our special thanks to our district ministers, Brother Arthur P. Agag, our assistant district minister, and Brother Elmer A. Sarmiento, our district minister here in Great Lakes. And there in Northern Plains, we have Brother Elmer Parongao, their district minister. And of course, we want to say thank you as well to the rest of the district staffs. And a very special thanks to Brother Wally Taray, our INC radio station manager, to Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, our SEPSI president and CFO coordinator, and most especially to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister. Thank you for making shows like ours possible. And we do hope to see you all again next week and continue to be phenomenal and exploring the things that you like. Yes. Oh yeah, you like that. That was right. Yes, we'll see you again next week.
Bye.